Nothing there. No wind. Well, it's great, doesn't it?
Isn't it?
Wow, what's in there? Alright, here we are, guys.
Just drives up.
Here we are. Oh man, it's nice out of the wind here, got the hills up here, so...
It goes up over here and then sits.
So windy as day, but here it is really nice. Look at that. Up, here comes Jamie, Condor Pro man. Oh, come on, girl. Oh,
Really
Jamie.
excited to come out here. Man, what a beautiful spot, mate. World's best Condor teacher right here. So if I can make Mike fly up our Condor Pro, you guys can buy it as well and do the same. Hey, so
there's two of yous here now, expert Condor flyers.
yeah, no stress on that one, eh? But no, we've got you, mate.
So guys, here is my Pen Authority reel. I'm going to be trying this out today. Pen Authority reel. Where's the rod gone? And here we have my landing pad. We've got the Eco Flow. Oh, we got the Eco Flow here. Also got the Condor A22S. Here we are here with Adrian set up over here. He's got his setting up all his traces over here. He's got his Condor Pro. Jamie has a Condor Pro. This is what Adrian got given by Jamie yesterday. This is a portable battery unit for his electric reel. It's like really, I like that, Adrian.
Oh, cool, eh? You like to see this mat? You're lying, you just want to sleep under it.
Plug it into your reel and it's set. Oh, check this out.
Things are fucking huge.
Whoa! I like that. Look at this nice landing pad. The other one we had last time, he had to put a bit of cardboard down because he had problems with his wires from his sinkers going upsetting his drone, and it comes with metal pegs. That's a nice pad, isn't it? Nice and nice material too.
If I get cold, I can sleep underneath it.
Yeah. The other one wasn't as thick, was it? It was quite a thin material.
Hopefully it doesn't dig into these ones, this stuff.
There you go, Adrian's set up, and Jamie's over there bringing out his Condor Pro. Jamie has the white one and Adrian's got the black one. And so it should be a really interesting day today. You guys should enjoy some of this drone footage today. Here's Adrian's suitcase over here. A good bag, eh?
Yeah, my undies in here too.
It's nice. Might bring a pair of undies too, just to put in your bag. Look at that.
This, I've got this thing here, look.
Oh yeah.
And this.
Oh yeah.
Game changer. You just go
How
like
many did that for? Did you buy that?
No, he gave it to me.
Oh yeah. Big difference, eh? You can
For
really
the,
good, eh?
For the thing.
Oh yeah.
Just like that.
The Condor Pro. So we should have a really nice day here today, entertaining you guys for this video. The Daiwa Demon Blood 2-piece rod. It's a very nice rod. 2-piece rod. Jamie gave Adrian his battery as well from Condor.
Put it in the right way, helps, eh?
This is the smaller battery.
Well, they're the same size, but look.
Nice. Is it charged up? Hey, you did it last
I
night.
tried that last night, yeah. That's in there pretty good though.
Oh, look at that. That fits on nicely, doesn't it, on there?
Yeah. Well, I'll put the thing on it, eh, there.
Take the pressure of me putting my drone out if I film other people with their drones. Oh, look at this beast. Look at this beast reel. 1,000 meters of line on here we got on this. 1,000 meters. 60-pound braid. The Pen Authority 10500. That's a beast of a reel to go with the Daiwa rod. But we're going to see Jamie now.
Oh. The wonky on it.
There you go. Adrian stopped out there, went out in about 5 seconds. That man, that was quick.
I'm going to go slow too.
Far out at 360 odd meters. First set. Nice.
Charger's up, boy.
How was that? Good?
Oh, awesome. Just superb.
So now we're over here with Jamie with his nice looking rod. That's a beast of a rod, that one. What you got there?
Yeah, it's actually the Akuma SLX drone rod. So this is actually an 80-pound rod. So awesome rod, 3-piece. Caught some very, very big fish on this rod, and just paired it up with the Tentacle 1000. So the best thing about the electric reel scenario, whether you're in the market for that, is it makes it easy if your arms and shoulders had hard worn stress on it. So on the electric reels you've got 1,000 meters.
Have you got 1,000 on there, have you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
60 pounder.
60 pound.
Yep.
And that's all TAS-line. And the Tentacles are absolutely a workhorse electric reel. So Adrian's got the next one up, which is I think the 12,000, if I'm not corrected. These reels are absolutely like a tractor on a farm. They'll just keep going and going and going and going. So we paired it up with the little 5,000 lithium battery. So Adrian's got the 10,000 version, and so that's a nice little combination with that toadfish beach spike, which Akuma brought in. So they're about, I think they'll be at the boat show this year as well. So awesome thing to be able to have a retractable beach spike, and it just goes from that down to that.
I like that, eh?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Stable as.
Yeah.
So here is the pad for the Condor that I've got. It's a bit smaller than the bigger one. It's a Condor Pro, but man, good pads. So Jamie's going to use this for his Condor Pro. Lucky we're here on stones at the moment too, which is good. No sand around here.
Rightio.
Whoa. Look at that.
Right, there you go.
There you go. Perfect. What a nice pad. Here we go.
People always ask us the question, do you put the release on first? Sorry, the release wires into the release Newton 3 and then put it on. So there is actually two ways of doing it. You can either, easiest way is to put it through the Newton 3 and then lean it forward and then clip it in like that. I find though that's the easiest way, but if you're going to lean it forward, just you can actually pick it up and then basically like that, so you don't damage your arms, and then clip it in. These two ways of doing it. Now as long as we got it pointed towards the ocean, we're fine. So I'm going to go with the least amount of hooks today and see how I go. Yep. But I think I just want to enjoy coming out of here, you know. Man, what a absolute awesome place. So,
don't tell people where we are, please. This is a secret.
So just to let everyone know, I'm just using the standard release wire, which is about 30 centimeters. And why I'm doing that, depending how you're going to set your line, because I'll probably be going backwards, that there with the sinkers on won't go over there and get caught under the mat as the guy goes up. Otherwise, if you had the extra long one, it gets caught. Dun-dun. So that's one little safety aspect. So if I was going to the front, depending on how I set my line up from the rod, it'll be vice versa as well. So there's heaps of clearance for the sinkers. So all the sinkers that are on there, nothing to grab, which is a real important safety aspect when drone fishing.
So Adrian has quite a bigger pad for the longer wire. It's a bigger pad. It's a bigger drone, bigger pad.
Yeah. So yeah. So it's all about adapting to the situation on the day.
Yeah.
And that makes a massive difference to your experience with these drones. Keeps everything nice and safe and clean.
Now this is the first time the Condor Pro has ever been fishing up this way. So I've got a tape measure here. I'm just going to measure this pad here. This is the bigger pad. You just measure the measure how wide it is. So you're looking at about 1430, 1.4 meters. 1430. Yeah. We'll go measure the other one now, the smaller version for the Condor A22S. This one 1420, this one is 1140, so the other one is this much bigger, 1420. The other one is this much bigger. So there you go, it's a difference in these pads, guys.
Basically, when we go drone fishing, if we're going to be using the A22S, we're normally going to use 2 3-ounce sinkers. So basically what we're going to do is put the rubber band through the eye and then come around the top of that. So now that doubles the spike, so it's easier to grab in the bottom like that. So 2 3-ounce sinkers, plus we're going to use probably a 3 to 6 hook system. Absolutely perfect for that Condor A22S because it can lift up to 1.1. So we're going to have fun watching this drone go out today. I'm absolutely looking forward to it, Mike.
Was it a big bite?
Yeah, look, pulled my rod out of the...
Oh, is that right? Whoa.
I think that's a stinger because like I went at this first.
You're just saying how it's quite over here. Have you got any bites yet? I don't know, not yet.
So no, this sort of... Oh, I might have got off.
Next minute.
It's coming in.
I bet you're working really well. We'll see how it goes today, eh? Did you charge us up too? Was that fully charged up?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I might have got off.
I don't know.
I'll just put up my sinkers on the ground.
Look at that.
Oh, what the hell it is? Oh, I must have broke off. It's bloody big.
I don't know.
Yeah, I can't feel it. Oh, that. Hold on. Run it up, yep. Got fell out of my chair.
Let's go down there and see what Adrian's got. We've got another 200 meters to go.
Good line, this. So quite waxy, you feel it.
Is that 80 pounds?
80 pounds.
Oh, yeah.
Almost coming towards it.
Whoa. Look at that, guys. Woohoo! Yeah, boy. That's how we do it here. Look at that. Oh, sorry, I can put my joint out. So, I got the Condor 22S here. I got these guys are encouraging me to use it today. I've got the rod set up and the reel, and they want me to try my Condor. I got to sit between these two guys with the Condor Pros, and a bit nervous being the first time flyer, but I'm more nervous about actually. Here it comes. Snap her on, guys. Oh, nice. Look at that. Woohoo. Yeah, pick it up. Hang on a minute. I'll grab it. Jamie. Look at that. First set.
We want to start with small ones first.
Yeah, we're going to put this one back, Jamie. It's too small. Adrian, look at that beast. Far out, cuz. Look at that.
God, bro. It's gonna take me an hour to finish it.
First set.
Gee, that's a big one, bro.
That's a nice fish. The other bait still on there? No. Oh no, you've got baits on there. What'd you use for bait?
Oh, that's that blooming thing I got, that mackerel. I think it's the biggest one I've ever caught. I'm gonna tell you what, it's not coming out.
Yeah, good hooks, eh?
I just put these ones in too.
There you go. First set with the Condor Pro here at Toilet
I might
there.
throw that one back though.
We've got a nice snapper.
I'll take that off.
Good, good measure we're making around. 600. There you go, 600.
It's pretty good, isn't it?
Rightio, so just waiting on how many satellites. We've got about 13. If I can get 14, I'll start the calibration. So just for those of you who don't know, this little bar over here is the power for the remote control. This little D with the 13 on it indicates how many satellites there are at the moment. Now we've got about 14 satellites. I'll probably start doing the calibration. We're in GPS mode, so very important, you must always be in GPS mode when flying any drone, and it will tell you on the Condors if it's in GPS mode as well. So this is our battery indication, telling us how much battery we got on our Condor Pro over there. So it is a 14,000 milliamp, so I should be able to get good 4 or 5. I went out for a little fish the other day and I was quite impressed. So I didn't use much, and then we got about 15 satellites. Also down here we got the distance, meaning how far out we've been going. Also we've got the height, how high we're going to go. And this one here is the speed. Now this is the one that a lot of people don't pay attention to. But when your drone's going out, usually after a certain point you may encounter headwinds, and normally this drone can fly up between 12 to 16 meters a second, it can really move. But what I notice is a lot of people don't notice this, but if it comes down to about 5 meters a second, your drone's dealing with some pretty serious headwinds if it comes down to that. So that's an indicator to look at your power, because the drone will consume a lot more power from that battery. So that's just a little tip for those who are wondering why I always talk about the speed, especially with the A22s and the A20s as well. Makes a massive difference. So yeah, exciting stuff. So I'm going to start the calibration, flick it up the top like that until I take my fingers off, and it should start the calibration. We're going to do a horizontal calibration. Now if I'll hold that for you. If you wouldn't mind picking it up straight ahead. Yep,
What's up?
yes,
Yep.
there we go. Yep, straight ahead. And now we're going to rotate anti-clockwise.
Okay.
Yes, and we're going to keep our eyes on that yellow light until they start going green. Keep going. Yep, now it's gone green, so we're now going to turn the drone downwards, the head downwards, so you can see the green light. So yep, perfect. There you go, and then we do one more rotation anti-clockwise until the lights start blinking. There you go. And then Michael's done that. Keep going. Successful. Now we're going to put it back onto the landing pad. And now what Mike's going to do is, if you wouldn't mind, just turn off the Condor Pro, which is the little switch on the back. Now, it's a tricky one, but that's it.
This one here?
Oh no,
yeah.
the
no.
one up above it.
Oh, okay, I see it, yep.
Yep.
Turn it off.
Turn it off.
Yep.
And then what I'm going to do is turn off this. Give it a couple of seconds. Then I'm going to turn the remote control on first. Then Mike wouldn't mind turning on the drone again. Then I'm going to wait about 30 seconds to a minute to make sure I've got about 14 satellites. But once the drone's been calibrated, you'll find that the remote will find the satellites a lot faster. So that's quite an important tip. And while I'm waiting for that, I'm actually going to go up to the propellers, and I'm going to open those propellers up. So it's really important when you're flying a drone with such big propellers that you open them up. Don't leave them closed and just press the initialization, because what will happen is if you went to go try and lift it, one will be a little bit slower to open up than the other three, and it could topple over.
Okay.
So,
oh, yeah.
yeah, so really important point there.
So your bait's got to be open.
You've got to be open every time.
Yep.
So now we've got green lights in the back. So the green indicates the back, the white indicates the front. And we've got about 11 satellites. All done on the calibration. That was the same as the A22S. It's always important when you're waiting for satellites to at least stand a couple of meters away and let the drone do its thing. Sometimes if you get too close to the drone with the remote control, what happens is people don't realize this, but the GPS is up the top here. And sometimes if you get too close with the remote control, you may find the lights will start flickering red, and it's only because you're too close, the remote's too close to the GPS, which is this little guy here. So I always tell people, stand at least a couple of meters away when doing it. So it just gives the chance for the drone to do its job properly. So we've got about 12. So what I'm trying to do, make sure all these are nicely open. Before I take off, I always want to make sure that I tighten that guy so that doesn't come out.
And that's your antenna.
That's the
there.
antenna.
Yep.
So that transmits the signal from there to this guy. Very, very important. You must tighten that. The other thing I want to make sure is that the legs on the side, there's a little clip that closes open. You must make sure that it's nice and sharp from both sides, otherwise we don't want one of these legs to fall out and do a hand catch, which you don't want to do with a drone like this as well. Okay, so we were talking about how do we stick this guy in. So because we're on position, I'm going to actually put the release. Okay, so once you hear the click, there you go, just like that. And then we'll just make sure that the lines on the surface are not twisting, so if you get into propellers, which you don't want to do. Just make sure.
So here we are, guys. We're here with the AEE Condor 22S. It's my little beast there, guys. Look. Oh, buddy, Jamie, beautiful.
Absolutely gorgeous, mate. How do you find the screen?
Even with my shades on, I can read it really good.
Yeah.
And I'm blind. Oh. A bit wonky, eh? There we go. Oh, it's cooking. I'm going slow.
What are we talking about, eh? It's jarring.
Not going as bad as it was. Because when the line hits the water, eh?
Yeah.
This is what's good I like about this lanyard, when you just go like this.
Yeah, it's a sudden impact. That's what gets a lot of people.
Oh, that's alright.
But the more flight you get, so you know your drone quite well. It's a lot of fun, I'll tell you that. Yeah.
2 sets at 350 so far. So I went like 2 sets easy.
It's not how we open it, it's got to be fully open. Right.
Don't tell Kiris.
So, here's that.
Yeah. And at least now they stay that way too, see?
You've got to open the propellers right up, and the reason for that, it only takes one of them not to be fully open, and so when it starts and you're trying to lift off, these two and this one are all pushing power, except this one has got to take a bit of time to open, and then what happens? Bang, bang, bang. So very good rule.
I might have 2 that will close the way.
Okay, so you get an even dispersion, so when this guy goes up and out, it's ready to go.
See, they haven't got a clip on that one?
So yeah, very, very good.
Which is in there pretty tight.
If you press the battery once, it tells you the status of the battery. So you've got 4 bars, so that's at 100%. So drone talking or battery wise, that's 20 minutes. Okay. If you want to turn on the battery, it's 2 clicks, and you hold the second one for a few seconds, and then you'll see it run up in Okay, as well as turning off, 2 clicks, hold the second click for 3 seconds and the thing turns off. Alright, now there's a few ways to do this, but the proper way, and which is very important, when we put the battery in like so, it will only go so far. So we've got to lift up that little switch, and then I bring it in and give it about 1/2 centimetre, and then I put one finger there, one finger there, and then I push it in until you hear a click. It has to go in that way straight, but not like that. If you do that business, it might go a little bit on the angle, and what will happen over time, these little 3 pins or information pins and the 3 information pins on the battery may not be in alignment because it's been put in wrong. So the correct way to do it is to leave about 1/2 centimetre and then use 2 fingers on both sides of the battery, and when you slide it in, it goes that way like so, and you hear that click. No click, it's not in properly, just redo it again. To pull out the battery, you can either lift it up with my thumb and push that way like so.
Oh, you push down here, did?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
so we'll try that.
Okay, yeah, saw that, yep.
So I push that way, but I lift up the clip, and then you can either just slide it out. Easy. Perfect.
And then
2
fingers.
Yep. Perfect.
And to release it, you got to pull this over to release it.
Yep.
And then push.
Yep.
See,
Okay.
it's harder than flying it.
Yeah, is it the hardest part?
It's the hardest part.
For the battery. Bloody Adrian, look at him. He's a rant bag, this
So
Adrian.
you just pull those out. If you want to close it, you do have the little buttons which you push it and pull the leg in at the same time.
Okay, yep, button there, yep.
Easy as.
Nice.
So we've got some little symbols right here,
Yep.
and basically they indicate which way the motors run. So we've
Okay,
got
yep.
one single arrow pointing clockwise, so that's for the propeller with the no logo. And
Look at these guys, got some wires, look. Look at that. Probably use all these up.
normally we've got 2 types. We've got no logo,
Oh,
and the
yeah.
other one's got a P, which is the anti-clockwise. So first of all we'll do the clockwise, and then
Oh, yeah.
basically how we do it is we're going to hold the motor while we spin it. So yep, so we'll do a quick spin. Oh man.
And then you
Okay,
swing
so
it
now
in.
you got to tighten it a little
Oh,
bit,
okay.
so it
Just a
has
little
to be finger tight.
Tweak.
Okay,
that.
then, yep.
But the P would now go the opposite side.
So it's anti-clockwise.
Yes, anti-clockwise. Perfect, and a little bit more.
In
So
fact,
that's
if you-
finger tight. Perfect.
If you try to put the other one on, it doesn't go. They cross thread a bit.
And then they cross thread, and
What
then
is it? Oh, is that
we
right?
get a phone call from Mike and that about the cross threading, but
Oh, is that right? So
he's
you
not
put
going to
the-
make that mistake today.
Put the wrong one on the wrong one.
It doesn't go.
Yeah, it just
Oh,
doesn't
okay.
go on. So
Okay, so the P's in the P.
yep,
So and it's anti-clockwise.
yep, counterclockwise. Perfect. So it's finger tight.
And this one is, oh, you got the old arrow anyway to
Yeah.
say where you're going. So
Yeah.
for you guys who are beginners,
The most important part, people ask us, how do you tell the front from the back on the A22s? It's because there's no unhappy face anymore. What it used to indicate. So basically, a general rule of thumb, if you got the battery facing towards your face, that's the back of the drone. So when you press forward, it goes that way. So back of the drone is this one, where the Newton 3 release here is the front, where he's
That's
facing
how I always-
towards the ocean.
Did it quickly. I looked at that thing and
The number one most important part is this drone, we must always be in GPS mode. So on the right hand side there's a little switch, that one there, and we wanted to put that into P position, which means positioning or GPS. Perfect. Now when we fly our drone, we do anything, it will basically the drone and the remote talk to each other, so it makes life easy when you're flying a drone. If you put into manual mode, basically it feels like it's flying on ice, and it can do all sorts of things. So
Oh, I
for first
see.
time flyers, we're going to stay in P mode, and on the left side we've got the speeds of how fast the drone's going to go out, and then we've got our little antennas. Now with the new A22S, basically we have the antennas up like that, so the signal goes that way. Now back in the past, yes, we used to have them open up and pointing down to the ground, but after experiencing how they test them in the factory in China, it's like a big runway, like an actual air runway, and they have 200 of these things. And how they fly it was really interesting, how they said it was such a interesting thing. But that way, like that, about 12 o'clock, the signal goes out there that way. So basically we're gonna give it a bit of a whirl. So up and down on the left joystick is this one.
Up and down.
Yep, up and down.
Yep.
So there's a couple ways of how we can do that. Some people use the side of the joystick like so. So it gives a direct straight line.
Use your fingers on there to do it.
Yeah,
rather
so
than here.
Yeah, so some people find that a lot more accurate than at that, and it's a matter of preference.
Rather than go
other drones too, so
rather than having the angle like that.
Yeah, because sometimes if you've got big arms and strong muscles like our friend here, like sometimes you can go up but also slightly push it to the left, and then the drone goes up and starts turning around at the same time.
Freaking out.
I bought
Oh yeah.
my drone.
Okay.
He had a bad habit of watching this thing, so I said to him, when you get to your height, your finger off.
Yeah.
And then you can go forward,
And just touch
left,
that.
right.
Perfect.
Yeah. So if you take it, because
yeah.
you're looking at the thing and you can just touch it, and it's really touchy. So once you get 20 meters or whatever, then you can let it go.
And what's left and right on this? What's left and right?
This one you have to have toggles in, eh? Both toggles
Yeah,
in.
so basically both toggles are in on this remote control. So up and down is here, forward on the right hand side and back is that one, as well as going to side.
What does the side one do? Bring it to the left and
So
right?
it would actually fly to the side while it's going out, where sometimes like how Adrian was flying the Condor Pro and angling out, you can actually angle it along to where you want to fly straight and then push the forward button. So there's a couple of different techniques depending on the type of drone we've got. Now the beauty about this guy is that now we've got the autopilot mode in this. So what we're going to do is we're going to treat it like a normal A22. We're going to take it out, calibrate it, and we'll give it a test flight before we start doing the autopilot. So what the autopilot mode will do, as soon as we go on this remote to the right to the end mode, it's going to turn on the autopilot.
Is it autopilot? Oh, okay.
And then once we hit the autopilot mode, we're going to have three distances, maybe 300 or 400 or 500, or in your circumstance we're going to do something special for you and work it around where you are. But on the standard models, it's actually 400, 500 and 600 meters. On the
Are the numbers on there, or are they still letters on there?
There's still letters, but in the manual they'll show you what each letter corresponds to the distance, which is makes it quite easy.
This one here is 400, 500 and 600 meters on this particular one here.
Yeah. Going up and down, so if you slightly press to the left, basically it just turns it around, or
yeah,
and then you can, when you press forward, it goes that direction.
okay.
Like sometimes what I notice is people flying forward and then they're pushing to the side on the left, on the right joystick over there,
Oh, this side.
and they're trying to fly it out on the side as well. I find that you don't get as much power, where if you just took it up and yawed it to the left or right, depending where you're flying, and then press it forward, you get a lot more power from those back engines. So and it's the best thing about drone fishing, you're always learning something every time you take these drones out, and I'm really excited to see Mike have a go on this. So
up, down, forward and back.
we are going to have a lot of fun, a lot of drama, and I suspect that
Maybe a couple of tears.
if you're going to fly in like a normal A22, you just hit our return button, which is actually this one here. This is the drop situation where
drop one, eh?
There's a couple ways of doing that. The best thing about the A22 is if it does get hit with any strong headwinds, and that you can at least release it while it slows down, and then you hit the return home, and you only have to press it once and you'll start hearing the the auto mode, it actually does the whole lot for you. Really exciting stuff from the guys who put all the work into it. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it. Once you go to auto mode, it will basically fly for you, and the auto mode clicks the GPS, but that's how we turn it on. So we prefer, for our first time drone fishermen, both in basically turns the GPS on, in the middle we'll go into manual mode. But for people who've never touched the drone, it can be quite nerve-wracking. And I think
water, yeah.
I think when you've got water and you're flying one of these over, you know, people are worried about if it goes in the water.
So there we have this rod and reel there. Look at that. I've got some good teachers today teaching me how to fly a drone for the first time. Beginners just like me.
You know, I want to give them the best intuition I can. And then we're also going to take out... So once it's all charged up, I've got about 97%. I've actually done one set the other day. We've got about 16 satellites and that as well to start the drone. It's like that, pull it to the outside on both remotes. So that's idling. So I will stay stationed until we apply pressure. Now, if anything happens, I notice when people panic, sometimes they'll hold the joysticks outwards again to turn off the drone. That doesn't work. It has to be straight down like so, otherwise the drone won't stop. So there is a slight difference, and when I see people panicking, I see them just go straight down with both of them, but they're actually starting the drone constantly. So. And another thing, you know, sometimes when people are too close to the drone can react like that. So what it's doing is, you'll notice it'll say connection lost on the remote control now, and it's only because the people are way too close to the drone and it's having a interference because the GPS and the remote are too close. So notice how I walked away and it stopped doing that. But if I put it back right next to the drone, sometimes you'll probably see the word connection lost.
Okay.
Yep. So if that ever happens, turn the drone off first and the remote and just restart. And there we go.
There we go.
I'll turn the drone back on, step back a couple of meters. And
Radio.
slowly. I'm going to turn it to the right a bit and go up a little bit. And then we're going to go a little bit straight.
A bit more left.
Left. Yes.
Might be line way left.
Yeah. We'll go a little bit left.
Yeah, a bit more, keep going left. Keep going. One more left. One more left. Yeah, good.
Straighten up a little bit. So we're out to 350, 400. I'm just going to go a little bit further than there what Adrian did, just have a point of difference. And I'm basically going to slow the drone down a little bit, because if you don't, you might get a real sudden jerk and then it's horrible in all that scenario. And then basically what I've done is, now the drone, I had to return home. And once I see those numbers dropping down, then I start winding it straight away. You wouldn't mind doing the honors and hold that for us, and you know, what's giving you an indication of how the how much. Now normally you can throw on the battery and that, but I like to do everything manually, just something about the feel of you know, everyone's got their own preference on that. And then I'm watching the bow on that line, because I don't want that tip to
It's a little while to
yeah.
the line back is quite a bit to get back yet.
Yeah. Now the trick is to not overwind it too fast, so that if you go way too fast, you're going to break those legs. And at the same time, here comes our Condor Pro. Now where I've took off from, it's probably a little bit too close to that guy. So your most important part is you always have your drone remote in your hand at all times, unless you've got a mate who can actually help you with that. I'm actually going to override it.
Okay. All the way off target.
So I've just flipped it to the right.
Yeah.
I flipped it to the left. Now she just sits there.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so if you need to move it to the right, just slightly move it and make the adjustments if you need to go forward. Do so.
Okay.
So just for those who don't know why I've done it, it's only because I'm more aware of what's happening with the line, and I slowly come down. And then you can either catch it or whatever, but I try to, it's only because those blades are quite big. And just take your time. and that as well, and it's almost like playing a little game, you know, trying to get the thing to go right close to that landing pad. Now if you stand too close to the drone, you're going to have that problem with the remote control, how we'll lose signal. So I'm going to run through another scenario.
Hey, oh yeah.
Alright, so I'm talking to Mike, and I don't know, you know, we started getting a conversation about drones and Adrian, and oh crap, oh dear, oh me.
Well, you turned it off.
Yeah, that's happened.
Oh.
So let's see what happens then.
We turned it off.
So it's all about trusting the drone. Now she's a little bit off, but you know, a little bit off.
Is that turned off?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh.
So now the drone's going to land and do what it's got designed to do.
Oh.
You can panic and try and switch it on, but it's a little bit uneven. So I've noticed that our friend here is drones. So I might have to adjust on that. Might have to patch that one, which is something I don't like to do. I'd like to get you to do the honours. We turn the remote on first.
Okay, yep. Oh, yep.
And now we're going to switch the drone on. So pick up.
Can I just do that?
Yep, so 2 clicks and hold the second click for 3 seconds. There you go. Yep. And now we step back.
Ooh, Rubba. Remember that sound, Rubba? Okay.
And guess who's flying today?
You daddy. Oh, yucks.
We're going to do a little bit of a test run.
Okay.
So what we're going to do, make sure that that's in GPS mode. So straight away, we have about 7 satellites. But to fly these drones, it's good to have a minimum of 11 to 12 if you can. More the satellites, the more accurate the drone's going to be to coming back. So yeah, very, very, very good. Righty-go. So now you'll notice the next part we've got 20 minutes on the remote control. You see that? So now it's gone through its initialization, and you'll notice that the drone lights have gone green. So now, before we do any flying, we must calibrate it at least once on the beach. If you're deciding to move down a little bit, what I would recommend is to recalibrate. It only takes about 10 seconds, 15 seconds, which is really, really important. So to calibrate the Condor A22 or the A22S, we hold the left joystick on the left side straight down, and then we're going to press the home button very fast, about 10 times. So if you can push it as fast as possible. And now we come up with compass calibrate, so we let go. Now we're ready for the calibration. Now I get the privilege, because this is the first time, we noticed that the drone lights is flickering a little bit on the yellow side. And now we're going to do the calibration where we rotate the drone. I'll hold that for you if you go and do the honours. Yep. So horizontal, so like how you're holding that, arm's length. So if you hold it out and you just do a turn to the left clockwise until the lights,
The whole turn?
yep, until the lights actually stop and flicker green. And stop, yep. So first part done. Now we're going to put the face downwards so the lights are up the top. It's looking at you. I'll do one more turn.
Okay.
Until they start flickering. Yeah, now the lights have gone solid. We put the drone back down on the ground, and now we've got to face it forward towards where we decide to fly it. So the way Mike's done is absolutely perfect. We've got the battery facing towards us, and the Newton 3 will be facing towards the water. So when we press forward, the drone goes forward that way, not the other way.
Not the other way forward.
Or over there, or any kamikaze styles kind of thing. So now that we've done the calibration, this guy now knows where to come back to. So I have every confidence in the world of this drone coming back if I had that return home button. So
And we've got the buttons facing inwards.
Yes, so it's on GPS.
Okay, so start it up.
Start her up, please. And let go. And to turn off the drone.
Right, all done. Let's go.
Goes up.
Oh, hi.
So on our remote control, we've got the distance and height. So the height's in the middle. So you're probably about 15 meters high. So what we'll do is go another maybe 10 more meters to 25 meters. Alrightio, we'll try there. Now, once we've got the height, we don't have to worry about this joystick anymore. Now, to go forward, we slowly move forward, and this is when you'll notice the distance starts to change.
Oh yeah. And I can move it to the right and left a bit.
Yeah, so if we move forward and move it slowly to the left on the joystick, we'll start to notice that the drone will slowly move to the left. Okay? Yeah. Same to the, if we go to the right as we're moving forward. And then once you've got your position, you slowly move forward still until you get your distance. Now the distance is on that screen here, like so. So you're at about 178, 180 meters. Let's say you're happy with that, you've dropped your line, so you press the button, and then we hit the return home. Now you'll hear that little funny little
okay, oh cool.
And now the best part of it is seeing those numbers come down and the stress factor suddenly is a lot better.
That's quite good. Then say hands off that one, concentrate on that one, drop, send home. Once you go up and down, that's all you really need.
Basically to get your height, to raise your sinkers up in there.
And it comes down by itself anyway, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So it's mainly the up button, is it?
Yeah, so basically the drone on the return home actually does all the work for you. So we'll just let it do its job and come back down.
Okay. Oh, that's cool, eh?
Yeah, so what we're going to do, we're going to land it, and then I'm going to get you to start her up and go out again. Now she's a little bit uneven, unfortunately, so we'll see how close she is.
Can I stop it from going down?
Yes, you can, but I'll see what happens here. If she doesn't, I'll hold that down.
You hold this one down.
Oh, the left joystick down, and if I need to turn it off.
Okay, okay.
So we're going to start up by pushing both remotes out. Awesome. And now, before you take off, remember, if you go too slowly, you need a bit more momentum. So just give it a little power when you move up and just hold it. Right. Up. There you go. Now we're going to, normally with drone fishing, we usually go about the 30 to 35 meter height first. So there you go. So the height is right there in the middle. That little one there, so you're 21 meters.
How far you got? 30?
About 30, yeah.
Yep. And then go forward.
Now, what we do is go forward.
Wow. Too fast?
Going to the moon, Michael.
Yeah. Zeker waiter.
So currently you're at 68 and we build up the speed until we get to maximum speed.
Oh, she stopped there, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
And how many meters are we moving at? Yeah, about 16 meters a second, which is indicated over here to 18.
That's good, eh?
Yep. And then when you slow it down, and before she stops, I actually hit the release.
Oh, before it stops, you do it.
So basically what happens is it drops the line nice and straight, and then you hit the return home, and you see what happens next.
Choice. Oh, okay, that's pretty easy, eh?
So, how did you find that the first
really
time?
good.
This is the first time.
Yeah, no, cool, thank you. That's good, yeah.
So what we're going to do, once she lands in that, we're going to chuck some sinkers and everything on, so it's going to be more exciting. With the A22, because it's slightly a bit smaller than our other drone, And depending on the situation here, we actually hand catch it. I only recommend that if you've been flying drones for a while. If it happens to land to the right or left, you know, you might have a few problems. So you must extend your arm and hold it there, and then the drone will automatically switch off. Okay. I think it was going to move slightly to the right. So yeah, well, I mean, that would just something to keep your eyes on if that happens. And me and Adrian are going to help Michael with the reel and the rod. I expect about what, 350, 250, depending on how far Mike wants to go. But this is going to be really exciting. Okay.
Turn it off?
Yep.
Or leave it on?
No, so we'll switch it off. So when you switch off the drone, it's always the drone first.
Okay.
Then the remote. When you turn on the drone, it's always the remote. And the drone.
Wait till it goes, let's go off first.
Yep.
And then they turn the drone off.
And then we turn the drone off with the power button.
Oh, cool.
Man, awesome.
Oh, thank you.
No, it's awesome. Awesome to finally see you doing it.
There you go. I've been taught by the Jamie here, and it's actually quite easy. Once you get over the nervousness of flying over water, it's actually quite easy. So left controller for up and down, right hand controller for forward and back. And so we're going to do 2 tests here, one with doing it manually, dropping it, and one we're going to do it auto, which is actually what this drone's about. It's about an auto drops it off for you and brings it back in. So we're going to be doing those 2 methods today, but man, that's actually a lot of fun. It's actually not as hard as I thought. Oh yeah. Oh, this goes in quite easily.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 22S it's 1.1 kg lifting capacity on that as well. So
One thing I did, Michael, when if it was windy especially, I would like aim it in the direction I want to go, like that. All I have to do is just go up and then straight out. You don't have to muck around with it, you know.
I'll do the manual one because I want to.
Okay.
It'll be your first time flying a drone, and everyone's hanging out in New Zealand to see this. So we might have to.
Adrian, stop it.
Oh, the first time was Michael's going to be using the 10500 Authority series.
So what I did is turn it on while it's getting ready. I come back and I do it. And then by the time.
Yeah.
Right, I'm excited, guys. Get out of my way. Okay, then that.
Yeah. So we turn on the power.
Was that one off first?
So when turn on the drone, I think of the
sorry.
keys
Yeah,
to
sorry.
the car.
Yep. And then that. One. Okay. I like that sound, Rubba. Off me.
Because you've already calibrated the drone, we don't need to do the calibration anymore. Only needs to be done once at a beach. And now all we have to do is wait for satellites.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's quick.
And once we got the satellites, the drone still has to go for its calibration to make sure everything's ready to go. So even though we've got the satellites there, that still needs to go for its initializes process until they go solid green. Okay.
350. Start her up.
Start her up. And now this part is getting the height, so slowly on the left. Up a bit more. There we go. Keep holding that.
Mesa.
Now, hang on a second. We'll make sure that line's going out perfectly. Yep. There we go. So while we do that, we are going to watch the height on there. So that's the middle one.
18, 19, 20,
Yeah, there you go.
30.
Yeah.
Okay, and
So
then
now we're going to
slowly.
Yep.
And then
slowly build the speed up a bit more. Thank you. There you go. So wherever you want to point it, yep. How far are we at the moment?
200 now.
Wow.
So I go 300. And then
Yes.
it's coming back.
And the most important part, because it's like a car, it doesn't just stop. So basically when we slow our drone down, it takes about 30 to 40 meters, depending how fast
okay.
it's moving out. So at least you've dropped it near where you wanted to drop it. So now she's on the return home.
Okay.
Adrian sorted out our rod and reel for you. So
Full sit. Did it, man, you did it.
yeah, you did it. So what you do is slowly bring it down. As soon as you've got your hand on the underneath the drone and the battery, then you pull down hard for 3 seconds. So slowly.
Yep. Here you go. And straight down. Ta-da!
Mate, and that's on. And he's learned how to fly it before even using the autopilot, so it does it for you.
Oh, you said autopilot, now you just made me go manual.
So that's
Wow.
first option, how to fly the A22.
Manual mode was quite easy in itself.
Yeah, you have a
be
lot
great.
more flexibility about where you want it to point, how high, where the autopilot, when we slam that on, it only gives you 3 options and does all the work for you. So
Also, if in the wind too,
Yeah.
like the wind pushing out to the side, you can
yeah,
you can't manually
yeah.
do it.
So there are some great upsides and maybe a little bit of a downside, but I think for the first time flyers it might help them with the confidence. How did that feel?
It was a manual.
We did the
Actually,
first
it was-
manual.
It was pretty easy. Not easy, but it was easier than I thought.
Next one,
Yeah.
we're actually going to use the auto mode.
I like that.
I think it's a lot more fun when you can actually fly it out there yourself, where that's where everyone gets hooked on it because they have a lot of control and it's so much fun. But
You feel quite safe knowing that you can, as a beginner, use the auto to make you feel a bit safer.
until you get the confidence to do it yourself.
It's just to get those things right, so you'll
Yeah.
make sure you've got those facing inwards.
Yes, so that in this case that will be manual mode. So what we're going to do is we'll wait for the next set.
So I actually really enjoyed that. That was on the manual mode, not the automatic mode, where it just goes out by itself and drops and comes back and lands by itself. So 3 cheers for me, yay, hip hip hooray. Nice rod and reel. Right, here you go guys, we've got the 3 rods out there and got no other bites yet, but I'm going to get the Rubba ready. We're going to cook up some pies here for Jamie because he's seen the videos with the smoked fish pies, the smoked pies. So I've got 4 Angus beef pies here. I'm going to cook them up with some putakawa and also put a bit of oil. This is a bit of rice bran oil. I'm going to put a bit of rice bran oil on top of the pies crust, give a bit of a crusty but a bit of a moist crust. So we've got that one here. We'll get the Rubba going. You guys see me do that. We're going to get it started up. Here's a pen reel box. So I've got some charcoals here, got my Rubba, and there's Rubba. Hey Rubba, how are you Rubba? She wants a pie, don't you? You like pies. She's hungry as. Charcoals there and Rubba there. So we'll get this started up guys. You've seen this before. Smoked Angus beef pies. Doesn't get any better than it, does it?
It's 86% still.
Come here. You're cold now.
Light hit the water.
I did it.
Yeah. Should have gone higher.
Nearly ready for the pies, guys. Should be just enough power in here to charge up this battery here. It's nearly charged up. EcoFlow, I only bought it here on 28%. We've got 53 minutes to go at 1% apparently. 7 watt output. Looking a bit grey out here, but it's not supposed to rain till tomorrow, but it's looking a little bit dark. Had to put my long pants on. Starting to get it cooling down a little bit. So, man, what an awesome day. So yeah, we're out of the wind here, but you can feel the wind coming this direction here, but you can see the white caps further out. It's a little bit windy out there. So we're lucky to actually get out here and film today, because we're worried about the wind's going to be a bit too strong, or maybe some rain coming because there's a big storm coming. But it's coming tomorrow, so we are quite lucky with this weather. That feels great. Far out. First time wheeling on this wheel. Oh, that feels so smooth. We there yet? 330 metres. Adrian, I need the hand. I do like the feeling of actually controlling your rod, but we're going to pull it in from 300 metres. It's a bit far, but if you have fish on there, it does feel really nice. But man, that feels so smooth, this reel. It feels so good. Oh man, it's awesome, thank you. It's a nice reel and rod. Whew. Right guys, let's put the pies on now. Charcoals are more than ready. Put the pies on. Charcoal's on. I put the colour, I've got the pies here. I'm going to put a bit of oil on there as well, just to give a bit of a coating over our pies. This is something new we're going to try out today. Not only are we trying out the drone today, we're also going to try out some oil on our pies. Like that. Here we are guys, our pies are cooking. Give that about maybe 25 minutes or so, or until they're cooked, and you'll be amazed how good they're going to look. Smoked pies here. Looking forward to giving Jamie a bit of a taste test of our pies. He likes eating pies apparently, so pies on. Got 1% still.
Had 2 when I put it on.
Oh, did it? Oh.
I went to 1 and that was it. Still had enough guts to. Yeah, these are quite quick to charge, these ones.
To auto?
Yep.
Now on the screen it says auto mode.
Oh, yep.
So now you've got a choice of distances from 1, 2 and 3. So
150, 250, 350.
yeah, in your case
350?
Yep.
Right across to 350.
Yes, I think so. And now, as long as we're all sorted, nothing's gonna get tangled.
That other way around, wasn't it? That's the shortest one, then the other way around.
So the one to the left is the shortest.
Oh, okay.
And then they get longer in distance.
Oh, yeah.
So I believe it's 150, 250, 300, but only because Tony said it's easier to film it. So what will happen, we hold the home button for 3 seconds. As soon as you do that, that drone's going to go into the autopilot mode. So yeah, so what will happen before we do it, if you need to make any adjustments while it's flying out, To turn it slightly, we use this and press it to the left or to the right, okay? But I'm not putting mine out, I'm just going to let you do yours. So let's get that recorded. Yeah, and as long as we got the right direction, that's the most important part. And the best part is if something goes wrong, we click it back to GPS mode, which is the P position.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now what we're going to do is hold the home button for 3 seconds.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
2, 3.
Keep going. Now let go.
So
now the drone's going to fly by itself.
Oh, look at that! What the hell? It's like... Oh, so that's how you do it. The home button starts it up and everything. Does everything for you.
Here we go. So just be careful. Now the drones go forward by itself.
Oh, far out.
Okay. So now, depending on the line, I'm hoping that that line's not dragged around with anything. So look at the distance. Okay.
Line's going. Oh, look at the line, the bloody wind.
Yeah. So basically, hang on. And so what will happen? The drone will slow down.
It's stopped itself.
Yeah.
It's going towards Adrian's drone.
Oh yeah, but I just see we can actually turn it. If you turn it slightly a little bit to the right.
This one.
Yeah. And now we'll slowly turn to the right, see? And then we let go, and it will straighten itself up. And then we press it to the left a little bit, so it straightens up again. Yeah, let go. And now it's going to drop it, and now it's going to return home.
I did nothing.
Now, and the most important part, and I think this is our, you know, holy thing, is that we see the meters going down, and here comes our drone as it gets closer. And very kind of Adrian to set the drag on our reel. That's absolutely awesome effort.
So all I did was just press that one and it did everything.
So once you set your distance,
it turned it on and everything.
Yep.
Game changer.
Wow.
Sell a lot of drones with that, man.
What a good idea.
Yeah, until you actually fly. I mean, seeing the video is one thing, but actually have one of these.
Wow.
First time I've seen it.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
It comes back home.
And it should go down by itself on
And
here.
she'll go down approximately to where you need to, or if you need to, you know, override it because it might go to the left slightly or to the right.
And GPS it.
Then you just go straight to GPS.
And then do it manually.
And then we can do it manually. So let's see what happens.
Okay.
This is really the most exciting part.
Wow. I haven't had to put one button on.
Yeah. Yeah. So you can air catch it if you want.
Pretty cool drone. That's so clever. Where you that, Adrian, coming from a Condor? What do you think of that one?
That's a game changer. They're going to sell a lot of drones because like people that aren't that good at hand-eye coordination.
I think that's going to take a lot of that situation out. And you can still change the angle like you did.
Yeah, in auto mode, you still can change the angle.
350.
Yeah.
350, yeah. And it still dropped it, it slowed right down and dropped it.
And dropped it, and then did the initialize, come back, return home.
Man.
Awesome stuff.
Oh, thank you.
When it's coming down by itself like that, if you catch it, it just stops.
Yeah.
You don't have to do
Oh,
that.
so it will just stop.
Yeah.
Once you hold it, it will stop.
So that's one thing I did notice is it's I didn't even see this, but having that,
It was pretty close.
yeah.
Well, it's a bit of a game changer, that. Made it so easy doing it in the auto mode. Far out.
Yeah, awesome. You did it was a great job, and it, you're able to turn it while you're taking it out there. So you could bring it around to the right if you need to in that as well, but it makes it so much easier.
The beauty is too, because that right hand side's not functioning, you've only got that one to muck around with.
Simple as
So you can't by mistake go like this or like that, so it's just cool, man.
So that's Jamie's bait, really bloody bait. Couple of big baits. They're quite good size. They look, and even I'll eat that. I'm not even a fish. Just gonna add some more wood chips. Oh, look at our pies, guys. They're looking great. Check those out. Oh, getting bites on my rod apparently over there. Is there? Go, Jamie. Oh, shit. Fish on, guys. Fish on. Let's get out of here. Right. let's go. Oh shit. Got it on there, yeah. Oh, he's on there. Oh yeah. Right. Oh, look, it drags. Beautiful. Oh, that's nice. Feels good.
Snapper. Beautiful.
Look at that, guys. My first snapper with the Condor drone. Oh, unbelievable. That was awesome. That was out there for about probably 2 minutes. That is an oh shit, I'm gonna keep up this right. Getting too excited here. There we have it. This is my first snapper here from Toriri with the Condor drone. It's definitely like a 32 or 33. There we go, look at that, it's a nice little panny. It's a good size. Look, Adrian. The Condor drone, look, did it. Second. Automatic. Automatic.
Yeah, nice size.
Automatic, yeah.
Nice size.
Good, eh?
350, I might go out there.
That was at 350 metres, that. Pies are ready. Oh yeah, check those out, guys. Pies are ready. It's getting dark now and these pies are ready as, so I think Jamie's getting hungry. He's picked up his drone, so we're going to heat some pies up. Eat a couple of pies. There's 2 for Jamie. And man, that was a lot of fun doing that.
Yeah, callus as well.
In my mouth too.
Yeah,
In my mouth.
there you go.
It's pretty hot though.
Here we go, guys. All ready. So good to give somebody else a taste test of these smoked pies. So there you go, Jamie, help yourself.
Yeah.
There's 2 there for you. With the tongs, do you want the tongs to hold it for you or something?
Oh,
Or
no, I've got pretty much the same as
the same as Adrian.
yeah.
Yeah, guys. Are you here. Ready? Oh, yum. Ah, hot. Ah, really hot. Far out. Too hot. Ah.
What's it? Yeah, I think the time difference.
Never know.
Yeah.